Oh, wo fangen wir an? Über ihn selbst am besten erstmal.
Tell me about yourself.
My name's Willie Walker. I own the place.
Tell me about yourself. How did you get into this kind of business?
Why should I discuss my business with you, man?
Tell me about yourself. How did you get into this kind of business?
Why should I discuss my business with you, man?
Okay, hier gibt's nichts Neues. Dann fangen wir erstmal über New Orleans.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
I've lived here all my life, me.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
I'm a busy man, monsieur. Don't get out of my neighborhood much.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
If you're not from around here, monsieur, you should sign up for some tours.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
If you're not from around here, monsieur, you should sign up for some tours.
Okay, das war's wohl auch hiervon. Dann fangen wir mal an mit Voodoo. Oder machen wir erst die Johannisnacht? Machen wir erstmal die Johannisnacht.
What's the significance of St. John's Eve?
It's the biggest night of the year.
What goes on exactly?
I couldn't say.
Dieses Ding haben wir wahrscheinlich jetzt freigeschaltet durch das Schild. Und werden wir jetzt in allen Gesprächen, denke ich, drin vorkommen. Also, dass wir jetzt bei allen über die Johannisnacht nachfragen können.
What's the significance of St. John's Eve?
I've said all I'm going to say about it.
Was nicht gerade viel war. Okay, dann fragen wir bei Voodoo. Deswegen sind wir ja eigentlich auch hier.
Can you tell me what you know about voodoo?
This is a novelty shop, monsieur.
Do you think I'm stupid? This is a voodoo shop. Look at all this stuff.
These are novelties, curiosities. If people want to think they're magic, it's not my concern, you know.
Are you telling me that you own a voodoo shop, but you know nothing about voodoo practices?
Ça fait n'est pas affaire blanche.
What does that mean?
Means you should mind your own business, monsieur.
Look, I'm researching voodoo for a book.
I don't have your answers, B. Do you want to buy something, monsieur?
Okay, hier kommen wir wohl auch nicht wirklich weiter mit Recherchen.
Look, I'm researching voodoo for a book.
I don't have your answers, B.
Entweder er will nichts sagen, oder er weiß tatsächlich nichts. Naja, jetzt fragen wir mal über die Morde, aber da wird er wahrscheinlich auch nichts wirklich sagen können.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Gabriels sang.
What did you say?
Nothing. Those killings have nothing to do with my shop, monsieur.
Ah, und jetzt haben wir wieder ein neues Gespräch freigeschaltet. Capre sans corps. Aber wir machen erstmal weiter über die Voodoo-Morde.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Monsieur, that has nothing to do with my shop.
Okay, dann fragen wir mal diesen neuen Satz ihn aus.
What did you mean when you said Capri sans corps?
I didn't say that.
You did. I heard you say it.
You heard wrong, monsieur. I said no such thing.
What did you mean?
I didn't.
You did.
Okay, und da sagt er nichts darüber. Nun gut. Das war's wohl mit dem Gespräch. Eine Sache können wir noch machen. Ihm das Bild hier mal zeigen.
Look at the voodoo paraphernalia around the body in the photograph. Are you sure you can't tell me anything about it?
No, I don't know anything about it. Nothing.
Okay. Dann werden wir erstmal jetzt speichern. Man hat ja gesehen, dass es nicht verkehrt ist zu speichern, so viel wie möglich und so bald wie möglich. Und da 3. Nummer 2 war das, was ich angelegt habe, als ich das nachspielen musste. Gut. dann werden wir zuallererst zurückfahren zum St. George's Buchhandlung und Grace fragen über die neuen Sachen. Vielleicht weiß sie, was dieser Satz bedeutet. Oder kann Nachforschungen deswegen anstellen.
Hello, beautiful. It's me.
I wish you wouldn't wear that coat outside in June. I could smell you from here.
Also ich finde den Mantel ziemlich cool. Und ich fand es auch recht cool, wie er dann, als er reingekommen ist, den aufgehangen hat. Oh, okay.
Hey, kids.
Bruno, how nice.
Gee, a customer.
Of yours? Hardly.
How's the flower business?
Well, better than the used book business, I see.
Rare books.
That explains why I so rarely see anyone in here. Are you going to sell me that wonderful painting of yours today?
Gee, is today the day that hell freezes over?
One needn't be rude.
Ich habe keine Lust, das Bild zu verkaufen. Andererseits hätte man das Geld gut gebrauchen können. Naja, ich hoffe mal, dass es kein Fehler war.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
So, jetzt kann man die neuen Sachen fragen.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
St. John's Eve? Never heard of it. It must be a local custom. New Orleans love any excuse to celebrate.
Okay, da kommen wir jetzt auch nicht weiter. Und der Satz hier?
Do you know what Caprice encore means?
No. Sounds French, though.
Are you sure?
I told you. I can't help you with...
Ja, okay. Nachforschungen?
Could you do some research for me?
Sure. What?
Ja, okay.
I can't think of anything.
Okay.
Ich dachte, ich könnte vielleicht Nachforschungen über diesen Satz oder so losschicken, aber das ist wohl nicht so. Jetzt zeigen wir ja das Bild noch, weil ich glaube nicht, dass sie das sehen will, aber...
Hey, you want to see something really cool?
That's disgusting. That's really horrible.
I know. Great, isn't it?
God, somebody ought to lock you up.
Ich glaube, das war's schon wert. Gut, dann gehen wir wieder.
See you later.
See ya.
So, unsere Nachforschungen haben hier nichts gebracht. Polizei ist eigentlich auch nichts mehr zu tun. Ich würde sagen, bevor wir die anderen Schauplätze, die wir hier haben, uns anschauen, fahren wir dahin, wo Grace gesagt hat, wo wir noch hin sollten. Und zwar zu Gabriels Großmutter. Ich denke, es ist die nächste gute Anlaufstelle.
Gabriel, I'm so glad you stopped by.
Sorry it's been a while, Grandma.
Not at all. Give us a kiss. Now come and sit down. Tell me how you're doing.
Dann reden wir mal mit ihr.
How you been, Gran?
Just fine, dear. I'm sorry I bothered you at work, but I was hoping you'd get a chance to go through your father's things in the attic.
Don't be silly. You can call me anytime. Done anything interesting lately?
I raised you.
Lately, Gran.
Oh, you know me, Gabriel. I always got my nose poked into something.
It must run in the family. Are you okay, Gran?
I'm right as rain, boy.
Sowas hört man doch immer gern.
Done anything interesting lately?
I raised...
Okay, das hatten wir schon. Dann noch mal tiefsinnigere Gespräche.
Can we talk, Gran?
Of course, my boy. How can I help?
So, was haben wir denn? Fragen wir mal sie über sich selbst aus.
Tell me about yourself.
Me? Oh, surely you have something more interesting to talk about.
Oh, come on, Gran.
All right, dear. What do you want to hear?
Ich glaube, das da ist ganz gut.
How you feeling these days?
Fit as a fiddle, and don't you worry your head about it.
What do you do all day?
You know how I love to knit and work in my garden. I also take long walks. It's the only way to keep an old body like mine from stiffening up.
You're not old.
Oh, don't be foolish. I'm older than the hills.
Fragen wir mal über den Großvater, wie sie ihn kennengelernt hat.
Tell me how you met Granddaddy.
I met Harrison at a church revival. There was a traveling preacher back then, a big fella named Reverend Jim. I even remember his slogan, "Come to me to find your way." Your granddad was sitting right behind me and my girlfriend Alma, and at one point, old Reverend Jim was flinging his hair around with his fire and brimstone antics, and a piece of it, one of those small add-on doos for men, went flying off. I swear, Harrison and I were the only ones that noticed. We both started laughing to beat the band. Everyone looked at us like we were a couple of loonies. It was then I knew that he was me.
Eine schöne Geschichte.
Tell me about before you met Granddaddy.
Well, you know I was born Rebecca Wright. My daddy owned a lot of land outside of town. We grew peas, corn, cotton, all kinds of things. It was a good childhood, but my father was very strict. He didn't much let me out of his sight.
Just tell me anything at all.
I had your father when I was 22. The doctors told me I couldn't have any more after him, so I'm afraid I spoiled him rotten.
Das kann jetzt wieder ein paar Dings dauern.
Just tell me anything at all.
I never loved any man but your grandfather, and I never will.
Just tell me anything at all.
I hate to admit it, but I was a jealous little thing when your granddad and I were younger. I loved him so ferociously, and he did attract the eyes of the ladies, whether he wanted to or not.
Just tell me anything at all.
I get lonely sometimes, but I have lots of girlfriends in the neighborhood. I call one of them if I'm feeling blue.
Just tell me anything at all.
I wish you'd settle down and give me a great-grandchild.
Oh, Gran.
Just tell me anything at all.
I had your father when I was 22.
Okay, ich glaube, das war's.
Doctors told me I couldn't have any more after him.
Oh, nothing, never mind.
All right, dear.
So, was haben wir noch? Machen wir mir mal ein Kompliment.
You know, you get prettier every time I see you.
Oh, you.
Noch eins? Ja.
Have you baked any of your incredible molasses pies lately?
No, dear. But you let me know when you want some, and I'll whip up half a dozen.
You've lost weight. Are you courting a new man?
Oh, Gabriel, don't be silly. You know there'll never be anyone but your granddad for me.
Your hair looks very pretty today, Gran.
Oh, why, thank you, dear. So does... you always had such nice, thick hair, Gabriel.
You know, I always tell people that my Gran is the prettiest grand old belle in the city.
Oh, dear. You shouldn't talk so.
You know, you get prettier every time I see you.
Ich glaube, den guten lieben Gabriel sind gerade die Komplimente ausgegangen.